So what was this phase like for you, maybe in comparison to the previous phase, but just in general?
This phase was a little bit more gratifying because I felt like the groundwork I did before, I was truly doing a lot of shedding, and things weren't as comfortable. This next spot, like this next phase, was great because I added a bunch of other excerpts in there.
Right, and it's all the excerpts as well.
All
yeah,
the
I forgot to
excerpts,
say
and
that.
I went through all of them, and I kind of built a lot of strength. It was cool because I wasn't like really beating my head against a wall, but even the piccolo, especially what I noticed most was the piccolo trumpet excerpt was magically way easier for me than it's ever been. And that was something when I first picked up, when we started phase one, I was like, well, this is going to be interesting. And then I picked up as those 2 weeks went on and I went to the next phase, I noticed that the piccolo trumpet excerpt was easy, felt easy for me. And it was nice to go put them in with the other excerpts, the lower excerpts, like the Dvorak's and everything else. So it was cool to kind of get everything together. And I felt like I was in really good shape by the end of it. I noticed a difference in my job. Like everything for my job felt easier because of how I was approaching this. And I wasn't really beating my face in, but it was sort of like just kind of like layering over the past several weeks. I felt like I unknowingly got kind of into shape doing this, and all the different excerpts felt easier and easier. And it's sort of like it's a gradual thing. It's not like a instant gratification,
Sure.
like what people want with video games. Like you get that instant gratification, but this one, it took sort of like a 3 week, at 3 weeks into the project, like halfway through phase two, I was like, wow, like this piccolo trumpet excerpt, this low excerpt, like this, everything felt way easier. And then we got together because I just wanted to pick your brain. This is the whole process for me. When I do something, I kind of want to go all in. And anyone who knows me knows that I'm a curious person. I want to learn as much as I can and get as much as I can from everyone. I love the different perspectives, especially from barber students. Most of my friends are barber butler students, and it's cool to see everyone's different take. And so getting together with you is huge because we went through the process with maybe 4 or 5 excerpts. So it was nice to kind of get like the sustain. I got a lot from hearing you play back and forth with me, like the sustain, and this is what right sounds like. And, like things that I don't think I'm doing, but you heard. And then it was just good to go back and forth with you and then kind of go through the process. Cause I'm like, okay, now I know I'm doing this right, but I'm not quite doing this right. And then I've taken that and I've kind of taken this process and I've done it with a few other things. Like next week, I got to play a piece I don't know. And I kind of went through it and I put into little sections and I made my own gold method real quick with it. And it's already feeling pretty good with it. So
yeah.